Hey guys, it's Joe Raiti from Raity's Rides, and behind me I have a Mustang. And you might say, well, you've already done Mustangs. How come you're doing another one? Well, this one is a little different. It's actually a lot different. I'm sure if you are a NASCAR fan, you've heard the name Jack Roush. Jack Roush, with his teams, has won many championships. He got into modifying certain Ford products, and one of them is a Mustang. This is a Mustang, but it's a Roush edition called the P-51. And if you're wondering why would they choose P-51, if you go back to World War II, Americans had an awesome fighter plane called the P-51 Mustang. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, if you look at the front here, you can see some of the changes that separates the Jack Roush edition Mustang from your standard Mustang. I like the grille that they changed. There's the P-51 emblem that lets you know that you're driving something that's not your standard run-of-the-mill Roush, Mustang. If you look down here, this awesome adjustable front splitter. He's got the P-51 emblems on it. I really like the way they finished it off, especially where they put the fog lights down here. That gives it a classic Mustang look that you just don't see on your regular standard Mustangs. Now, here's the fun that makes this package come together. That's a supercharged V8. That top piece there is the supercharger. This car is producing tons of horsepower. You can see that everything is done nicely. And it's not just they throw a supercharger on there. If you look, if Tom could show you, there's tons of different emblems that let you know that this is a Roush specific car. And if you're wondering, well, how does this work? The way that it works is the car comes off the assembly line as a regular Mustang. It's then shipped over to the Roush facility where they're going to do all these modifications. Here's another thing I just want to point out. It even has right here, Jack Roush signed it right in the engine compartment. So that's another little nice feature, especially like I said, if you're a NASCAR racing fan, you love the Roush team, you could have your own Roush prepared car. If Tom could follow me to the side here, here's another specific thing. So we talked about the grille, we talked about the front spoiler. Here's another Roush specific thing, these beautiful flat black wheels. I really like the design with the multiple spokes. It's a really, really nice wheel. And you can see even back behind the wheel, you're going to get slotted and ventilated rotors. And of course, the big, huge Brembo calipers. Yes, you could get Brembos on your standard Mustang, but this has all been tweaked through the whole Roush Mustang program. Let me go ahead and show you that this is a nice feature. Now, this may not seem like a big deal, but I like the way that they did this. There's a image of the World War II P-51 Mustang. Very nice touch. Now, before we continue to the back, I want Tom to show you the back of this hood. The hood on these Roush Mustangs, I'm glad they did this. They went very specific. It's got some heat extractors in it. It's got that center air scoop. Now, the one thing that I'm going to say I don't like, that center hood scoop is not functional. That to me is a no-no. If you're going to put something, especially on a high-performance car like this, it needs to be functional. If we work our way down the side, interior, you can see is your traditional Mustang attire. I love that red Roush shift knob on that transmission shifter there. I like the seats. They're full leather. I like the color combination. It helps break it up between the silver. Here's another piece, if we continue working our way down, that is Roush specific. So these side scoops, they're not functional, but they do give it a nice distinctive look. Also, there's an additional piece that is added to the stock side skirts. So this piece is a Roush specific piece, and it's all about aerodynamics. And obviously, Jack Roush knows a lot about aerodynamics with all those NASCAR championships. Let's go ahead and work our way down the side here. Out back, we have, now you might think that this is just like a standard Mustang rear wing here. I really like the way it kicks up. I like the carbon fiber look. It gives it that nice touch. And there it is. Somebody that pulls up behind you, they are going to know that this is not your standard Mustang. So if you're somebody who pulls up behind this car, you might be surprised at what it does once the light turns green. To finish it off, I really, really am glad that they went with the dual quad tailpipe. So you have two here, two on the other side. That's how they are on all new 2018 Mustangs, when they used to be traditionally just one on each side. And it gives it that nice, distinctive V8 rumble. And definitely you're going to hear that whine of the supercharger. But anyways, if you like cars like this, leave a comment in that comment section. If you haven't hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Check out my Instagram, Raiti's Rides, my Twitter. Everything is original content. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.